Hello, I'm Cheryl McDermott, and I would like to discuss yesterday's class. So yesterday morning, what had happened was we had a room scheduled, so very last minute. We were expecting to be doing training on a certain topic of development for our new software, and it isn't ready. So we needed to be able to use that space, and we quickly threw together a morning class, but that morning class was actually being used as a dry run for one of the classes that I have created. So I haven't submitted it to state yet, but I had created the class. And the best thing that happened yesterday, we had not a lot of people. We had under 15, hands-on class, 3 hours, and it was on Facebook business page. And the best thing that happened yesterday was that I discovered that I really needed to tweak the flow, like the order in which I was going to cover topics and information. It was great. The feedback was absolutely necessary. So although this happened last minute, it definitely happened for a reason. I needed to be able to present and teach that class and see how it was going to go and how it was going to flow. And what I found was it's not ready to be submitted to state yet. So hopefully I will have that done this afternoon, and we can go ahead and submit that so that we can offer the class for credit hours here in Washington. But the rule, not the rule, but what I've discovered, the lesson that I'm taking away from this is that dry runs after creation of the course, it is so important to have that first initial class so you can run through the information, and the flow was how I had it set up. Although it looked like logistically it would work really well, what really happened was I was all over the place. So I needed to stop in not even the middle. I think it was like a quarter of the way through. I stopped, reevaluated where I was at, and then went from there, reevaluated and changed in the middle of the class, just changed the approach and where I was at. Now, the techniques that I had listed absolutely worked. So for every little unit within the class, the techniques that I was using worked out really well. Everybody took away information. The objectives were met. We did live hands-on training. We created a Facebook page. We uploaded our background photos. We scheduled posts. We went through all of that, but the order that I had it absolutely was incorrect. So that's what I'm taking away from yesterday's class. Thank you for joining me. If you have any feedback, please leave feedback if this has happened to you. I'm sure the last-minute trainings, not only last minute, but trying to figure out how the course should flow and looking logistically at something on paper isn't always how